So, good morning, all. Uh, Today we are on the third day of isometric projection. So, on the last day we discussed problem number 3 for problem 17.25. I hope some of you have some doubts regarding this problem, how to solve this. So, I will go through this once again. So read the question. A pentagonal pyramid of base 25 mm and axis 75 mm, 70 mm, long rest on its base HP such that one of its base edges is parallel to VP and nearer to it. Horizontal section plane bisect the axis. Draw the isometric view of the frustum of the pyramid. So here is a pentagonal pyramid. Base edge is 25, height is 70, and it is cut by a section plane. That section plane is parallel to HP, and it is at 35 mm because it's bisects plane. Bisects is solid, 35 mm above the XY line. So this is the frustum of the solid that you get. So the right side you can see the isometric view of the frustum of the solid. Now let us see how to solve this one. Okay, so this is our problem. Now let me explain the step for solving this problem. So first of all, you need to draw the pentagon. This is the pentagon. This size is equal to base edge is equal to 25. 20 or 25? It is 25. So you draw this length, which is equal to 25, parallel to your XY line. Parallel to your XY line. Then you draw a circle. Sorry. Before that, from here, from this 25 mm length, you mark 54 on left side and 54 on the right side. Okay, 54 on the right side. Clear? Now when you join these two lines, that will meet at the center of the pentagon, top of the pentagon, and you can mark it as O. This is the O. Now OR center, this OD or OE as radius. OR center, OD or OE as radius, you complete a circle. Complete. And what I am explaining the procedure for drawing the top view of the pentagon. Okay, top view of the pentagon. So once you completed this circle, what you can do? You can mark what is the length of this side. Side length is equal to 25. So what you can do? So you take 25 mm length on your compass, then mark here 25 here, 25 here, then 25 here, then 25 here. Now we completed a pentagon. This is a pentagon with 25 mm base edge. 25 mm base edge. This is the pentagon, 25 mm base edge. 25 mm base edge pentagon, and this length, so this is equal to 25 mm base edge pentagon. Clear? Now what do you do? So this is the center. Now you can give naming. We are starting naming from this point. This is equal to, here you can see, this is the small a. So this is a, small b, small c, small d, and small e. Okay, small letter A, B, C, D. So you have 5 corners. We name it as A, B, C, D. Now you know that we can locate the O here. Now we can draw the front view of the pentagon. So you project from each point. project from each point. Project from here, here also, then here also, then there, then this one also. So project from each point. So which are these points? This is your A sorry, A dash, and this is your B dash, this is your C dash, this is your C dash, and D dash is hidden, E dash is hidden. Now you know the height of the pentagon. You know the height of the pentagon, which is equal to 70 mm. Height of the pentagon is equal to 70 mm. So this height is equal to 70 mm. Height is equal to 70 mm. And you can mark it as O dash. You can mark it as O dash 70 mm. Now we completed the, so you can connect O1. You can connect points O dash, A dash, O dash, A dash, O dash, A dash, O dash, B dash, and O dash, C dash, O dash, C dash. The remaining other points, you know, O dash, D dash is hidden. So it is a hidden line, dash line, hidden dash line. O dash, D dash is a hidden line. And similarly, O dash, E dash is also hidden. O dash, E dash is also hidden. O dash, E dash is also hidden. Now, think about our cutting plane. Our cutting plane is parallel to HP and bisect the axis. Parallel to HP and bisect the axis. So, the cutting plane is at a height of 35 mm, 35 mm above XY line. Cutting plane is at a height of 35 mm above the XY line. Now you can draw the cutting plane, which we represented as VT, cutting plane. So at the end points, you can mark it. So as the cutting plane is parallel to XY line, it cut the plane at different points. So it cut on O dash, A dash, which is that point. O dash, A dash, cut on F. This is the point, and this is your F dash, and it's cut on O dash, B dash. Sorry, cut on O dash, B dash at this is a cutting G dash. And similarly, it cut on which point? O dash, C dash. This the point is O dash, C dash. This is your H. O dash, C dash. O dash, C dash is your H dash. This is your H dash. H dash. Now next point is I dash is on O dash, D dash. O dash, D dash. Then J dash on O dash, E dash. So we have 5 cutting points: F dash, G dash, H dash, I dash, and J dash. Okay. Now from each point of the cutting point of the front view, you can, you know, F dash is on O dash, I dash. So what do you do? From F dash, you draw a perpendicular to OA. Perpendicular to point. Which is that point? The point is F. The point is F. As the cut F dash is on O dash, A dash. Now we have G. We will think about it later. Why? Because G dash is on O dash, B dash, which is perpendicular to XY. So I already explained the procedure for finding G in the section of solids. I hope you remember it. What's the procedure? You rotate this OB. You rotate this OB until it is parallel to XY line. I hope you can see. You rotate this OB. You rotate this OB until it is parallel to XY line. Now project from here. It will touch with the XY line, which is that point. That point is your B double dash. Okay, B double dash, B double dash, B double dash. Then connect O dash B double dash, O dash B double dash. I hope you remember this step. O dash B double dash. Then what do you do? From G dash, you draw a horizontal line. You draw a horizontal line. That will mean O dash B double dash line. Okay, O dash B double dash line. So this is your G double dash. G double dash. From that G double dash, drop a perpendicular to the line which is parallel to your XY line. XY line. XY line. So the line perpendicular. Then from there, you rotate. You rotate. From there, you rotate. That will meet with the your OP line, which is that point. That point is your G. That point is your G. So it is the same procedure as we discussed in this section of solids. The cutting point is just above the XY line. Now we located F and G, and which is next point? You have H dash. You have H dash in O dash C dash. So drop a perpendicular from there. So this is your H. This is your H. Now which is next point? We have I dash. Drop a perpendicular from there. We can locate here. This is your I. Then next point is your which point? J dash. Drop a perpendicular from J dash. So you can locate J here. So we have located F, G, H, I, and J. Now we can connect F to G, F to G, G to H, G to H, H to I, H to I to J, and J to F, J to F, J to F. Now we completed the bottom pentagon A, B, C, D, E, and the top is also a pentagon because the cutting plane is parallel to XY line. Cutting plane is parallel to XY line. So what do you do? So F, G, H, I, J. Now you can connect the slant edges. You can connect the slant edges. The slant edges A to F. First slant edge. And second, B to G. Third, C to H. C to H. Then third, D to I. Then fifth, E to J. So here you can see this is the top view. A, B, this is your A, B, C. This is your actually D, and this is your E. On the top, this is your F, G, H, I, J. Okay. Now we completed the top. Sorry. Now we completed the top view and the front view, and we mark the cutting plane. Then we got the frustum of the solid. Frustum of the solid. So once we completed the front view and top view, we can move to the isometric view. What is the first step? Now to draw the isometric view, now to draw the isometric view, the procedure is that now to draw the isometric view, what do you do? First you enclose this top view in a rectangle. Top view in a rectangle. So what is the you enclose this top view, enclose this top view in a rectangle. So draw lines passing through B, C. Actually, it is not a square. In this case, you can. It is actually not a square. It is actually a rectangle. Rectangle. So 1, 2. So you can name it. This is 1, and this is 2. This is 3, and this is 4. So it's a rectangle 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you enclose the bottom pentagon. Similarly, we can enclose the top pentagon also, which is the top pentagon F, G, H, I, J. So you can enclose the top pentagon also in a rectangle. 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 So what do you do? You can give naming. So we continue from here. This is your 5, and this is your 6. This is your 7, and this is your 8. So we completed the bottom pentagon and the top pentagon. Now what do you do? Now we are moving to draw the isometric view. So initially you draw the a line which is in line with the XY line, and this is a 30-degree line. 30-degree line. It's another 30-degree line. So first you measure 1 to 2. 1 to 2. In the figure it is mentioned that it is X. In this figure it is mentioned X, so that you mark here as X. And here this length 1 4 as the Y. Okay, 1 4 as the Y. So you measure 1 2, measure 1 2, and mark it on this, mark it on the this 30-degree line. Then is the 1 2, and you can complete remaining points also. Here it is your 2 to 3, measure 2 to 3. The procedure is same. 2 to 3. This is your your 3 to 4 and 1 4. So you complete this isometric view of this. So mark this as 3 and this as 4. Okay. Now we think about how to transfer this each point A, B, C, D, E to this one. So you measure 1 to B. Measure 1 to B and mark it here. Mark it here. This is your which point? Your B. Okay. Then you measure 2 to C. 2 to C and mark it on the 2 to 3 line. This is the capital C. Then you measure 3 to D. Here 3 to D. 3 to D and mark here. This is your capital D. And you measure 4 to E. 4 to E and mark it as the capital E. So then which is next point? 1 to A. 1 to A. So mark here capital A. Capital. So we completed bottom A, B, C, D, E. So now we can locate O. How to locate O? You draw a line from B to middle of the opposite line, that middle of the 4 5. Middle of the 4 5. Draw a line from B to the middle of a 4 5. Then you measure B to O from the top view. B to O from the top view. You measure B to O from the top view and mark on this line. So this is your capital O. Capital O. Okay, capital O. Capital O. Then from this capital O, what is the height of the first drum? First drum is 35. It's given as 35. 35. From this O, you mark a 35 mm at the 35 mm height. From here, at 35 mm height, from here at 35. This is actually represented the chain thin line. 35 mm height. We mark Q. We mark capital Q. So this is 35 mm height. 35 mm height. Now, the next thing is very important. Through O, through Q, you draw one line which is parallel to this 1 2, parallel to this 1 2. So you keep the scale and protractor like this, then move until it is move like this. Okay, so you keep the protractor, then draw a line passing through Q, which is parallel to 1 Q. What's the meaning of this one? Actually, here also you are drawing a line which is 30-degree incline, because 1 2 is already 30-degree incline. So when you draw a line passing through Q, which is parallel to 1 Q, it is again incline 30 degree. Now this is a 30 degree inclined line. Similarly, parallel to 1 4. Similarly, parallel to 1 4, you draw another line. You draw another line passing through Q. The bar line passing through Q. The line passing through Q. So here, this line is also 30 degree incline. Line is also 30 degree incline. Okay. Now what you can do? So once you completed two lines passing through Q, parallel to 1 2 and 1 4 respectively, you measure. You can now you come into the top view. You measure here. It is known as the marked as x1. The length of the x1. Here it is y1. Now you measure x1, or x1 means here is a 7 8, 7 8 or 5 6, 7 8 or 5 6. You measure the half of this 5 6, half of this 5 6, and mark on this line. Mark on this 30 degree line. This is half of 5 6 or 7 8. And similarly to the left, half of 5 6 to the right and half of 5 6 to the right. Okay. Now you come about the y1 distance. Y1 distance. You take the 7 6 and 5 8. 7 6 and 5 8. 7 6 and 5 8. You take the half of the 7 6 or half of the 5 8. Then what do you do? Towards the downwards direction and the towards. So you know, this is equal to half of the. So you located 4 points. First point is this one. Second point here one. Third point and the fourth point. Okay. But this is equal to half of the 7 6 or the 5 8. Now 3 is the located points. What you can do through this located point? Here you located 1 point. You draw a line which is parallel to this line. So you draw, this is your line parallel to this line. You draw a line passing through this located point. Located point. Similarly, you draw a line passing through this second located point. Now, third, you draw another line passing through this point. Okay, all these are using pencil for the time being. Now you located this point. Now you can see that you completed the isometric view of a top rectangle. You complete the isometric view of the top rectangle. Isometric view of the top rectangle. So this is the top rectangle isometric. So once you completed, you can easily locate the remaining points. So how to do? This is your which point? This is your 5, and this is your 6. This is your 7, and this is your 8. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now what you can do? The point is, which is the point once you located, is between 5 and 6, you have G. So you measure 5G, then mark it here. This is your G. Between 6 and 7, which point is H? So you measure 6H. Here you have H. 6H. 6H. Then mark here. It's your H. H. Then you measure 7I. You measure 7I. Then mark here. 7I. Then you measure 7J. Then mark here. Mark here. Then you measure 8F. Here you mark it. So now we located the top. You can connect it. FG, FG, GH, HI, HI, JI, JF, JF. I think all of you this is your FG, GH, HI, J, and JF. Okay, JF. Now we think about the hidden point on the bottom. Just the hidden point here. So when you are looking from here, the hidden, you can see A, B, C. You also you can see. Only the hidden point is D. Hidden point is D. So what do you D, E is all right. hidden. And DC, DC is hidden. DC is hidden. So as D is hidden, D to I is also hidden. D to I is also. So the only hidden point is D. So D to C, D to E, D to three lines are hidden. So what about the remaining bottom point? A to B is visible. A to B is visible.